who missed it because she valued where she had been more than where God was taking her. I wrote, your ultimate deliverance may lie in what you can walk away from. If I had to give this particular meditation a title, Walk Away or Else. This lady, this nameless woman, Lot's wife, when she was called to move on, when she was called to movement, but instead she became a monument. Genesis 19:26 said, but Lot's wife looked back and she became a pillar of salt. When deliverance was coming her way, I wrote, your ultimate deliverance may lie in what you can walk away from. How many of us has God given us and sent deliverance our way, but we couldn't walk away from things? How many of us, young ladies, do we know that were in abusive relationships and they couldn't walk away from it, and now they're in someone's cemetery? How many groups of friends that others didn't approve of, that people saw trouble, these troubled friends, and until we rode in the wrong car and we had to pay the price for it. Sometimes you got to walk away. God has sent deliverance so many of our ways, but we showed the inability to walk away from it. Lot's wife was called to deliverance, but she valued her experiences. And too often, all of us, we value experiences more than deliverance. When deliverance was presented to her, she couldn't walk away from what she was used to. And that's the call of the flesh. Some of us, our experiences with our flesh has us staying far too long at places that we know we shouldn't. One more time. Our flesh has us staying far too long at places that we know that we shouldn't. If your flesh has you keep going over to that woman or man's house that's married, you're paying too high a price. It's time to walk away. Walk away or else. I wrote some notes here that many are cursed. So many of us are cursed by the inability to walk away from some things. Is greatness looming at your door? Is deliverance looming at your door? But you don't have the ability to walk away. I'm commissioning you on today to start walking away. The scriptures, holiness folk, talking to you. When the scripture says, come out from among them and be ye separate. That used to be the bellwether of the holiness movement. However, today we find ourselves still stuck because we can't walk away from some things. God says walk away. He's telling you to walk away from this and from that. You know what that this and that may be. Don't have your feet stuck, because that'll prohibit your deliverance. I wrote a couple things here. We so often like to walk back to where God has called us from. Some of us have deliverance, but we like walking back, going back to the experiences that we had. The pull of the flesh is so awesome. You know, to walk into, when Lazarus' wife was called to make the faith move and to walk into that which she had known, she couldn't do it because she was so stuck with the familiar, and the power of her experiences just held her back. What experiences are holding you back from what God has already told you to walk away from? Walking away will often kill your flesh. Flesh is powerful. The flesh is weak. But your spirit has to be willing to walk away. God can't do what he wants to do in your life until you develop the ability to walk away. We're commanded in Scripture in St. Luke 17:32 to remember Lot's wife, one of the few women in all of the Holy Writ that we're reminded to remember. Let's remember her example, that she couldn't walk when she was called into something. She valued her experiences rather than moving on faith. Don't value your experiences. When God tells you to walk away, sometimes walking away will preserve your destiny. It may even save your life. Don't let your movements turn you into a monument. Remember Lot's wife. The scriptures declare no man putting his hands to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of heaven. My word to you, my brother and sister, is to walk away. You don't want to hear about the or else. Walking away may save your life. God bless you. May you be prospered.